Hey, I'm Paul Loranger. I'm a bass player, upright and electric, and I've played all over the world, and I'm mostly a 1-4-5 kind of guy. I'm meat and potatoes. I play blues, traditional blues, blues rock, and I've also toured doing country music as well. And the Quilter has really been a lifesaver for me with the touring, because I've been on huge stages, and you get up there and you get to hit and play. You get whatever amp you can get. In this situation, I can throw this little guy up on top of whatever speakers in there, plug in the back. There's a DI here. I can just pull the DI of whatever amp is out there in there, even just use whatever electrical output there is. This thing actually works US and European. It'll go from 110 to 240, so which is great. So I don't have to deal with any transformers or anything like that. The setup is a little different than what I was used to, but it was very intuitive and easy to get a hold of. Typically, like every bass amp, there's a passive and an active input. I have a mute here. And then let me run through the knobs were a little different than what I was used to, but they're very intuitive, so it wasn't hard to get a hold of. The gain is on this end here, and you have the master over here, which is typical. The gain's the input, of course, and the master is the output. And then there's these two knobs here, which are really kind of interesting. This knob here is basically a bass cut or a bass boost. So this way would be the cut, and there's a little symbol down there for it. And then this would be the boost, and there's a symbol for that. I'm pretty straight ahead because I'm dealing with a preamp, which I'll explain later. This one here is a mid-range cut, and you can look on their website, quilterlabs.com, and they'll tell you what the specifics are. I just played the thing. And then there's a high-end cut on this. So for me, the very first time I played this straight in, I hardly did anything different on the neck than straight up, which is where I like to start with an amp. I'll start straight up and do an adjustment. And typically on this one, I just do a little bit of a bass cut and a little bit of a high-end cut. And it gets the tone that I like out of my upright. So what I do normally, like I'm playing electric and upright very often. I need to switch quick. The lead is calling off, changes a song that's not on the song list, and I got to hop over there quick. I've got to be able to move quickly on the amp. So what I've done is I have a preamp that goes into an A/B switch. And so my upright is plugged into the preamp. This is my full circle pickup here from Fishman is a great pickup that, but as all piazzos, they have kind of a low end output. So it helps to push a better signal having a preamp. I'm using a Ella Baggs Venue, which is like it's been a great venue thing for me. So that goes in there. And then my electric bass is also directly in here. So all I need to do basically, switch over, grab my electric, switch the button, and I'm ready to go on my electric. So that takes about the amount of time for the leader to tell the audience what the song is, and I'm good to go for this one. Same thing, all I have to do is switch back off. And I'm back up on my upright. So that's my setup. I'll tell you just a little bit before I end about the speakers. They have a couple of different configurations. What works for me is my bottom cabinet is a 112 and my top cabinet is 210s. I like to have this gets really loud. I play and tour with some like proud and loud guitar players, and I love it. And so but I need to push behind them. And believe it or not, this rig is able to do it. I believe these speakers about 30 pounds. I can get one on each arm and throw this in the backpack, and I'm good to go pretty easily. They're Eminence speakers that Pat dealt with Eminence to get them exactly the way he wants. If I'm doing a quiet gig, local little pub or something like that, I usually just bring the 112. I find that it's enough, and then I can go just straight into this amp, and I get a great tone out of my upright. All right, so the leader's called off another song, and I've just got to hop on my electric real quick. Depending on the kind of music I'm playing, if I'm playing traditional music, I'll grab my Kiesel. It's got it's a company out of San Diego. Great guys, do a good job. This is I love this bass. I have flats on it. Gives that kind of duck done, kind of nice full tone to it. This one is just a straight 4-string, nothing fancy about it. One thing I like, it's got this knob here, which controls the pickups. I can get either the bridge pickup or the neck pickup here, rather than having separate knobs. It just makes it a little bit easier for me. Typically, what I do is I roll off. I don't go right in the middle, and I do this with most of my basses if they've got 2 pickups like a jazz situation. I roll off and play more of the neck pickup and just roll off the treble. It gives it a little more meat than having it right in the middle. Then the rest of these, this is a mid-range, and there's a bass and treble stuff, and this is the volume. Again, it's like just a very simple bass. I like alder or swamp ash. This is a swamp ash. I have other bass that I have rounds set on it, and I've got that all set up for that. So if I'm doing more of a blues rock thing, I'll play out of that axe. And so, I try to keep I actually even have another bass that's set up for jazz, more quiet stuff, a big old Juzak from the 40s that's got a great, nice acoustic tone for it. But when I want to do a thumping kind of thing, I use this upright, which is just an old plywood from Germany around 1952. And like I said, it's just a thumper. It's the other one has a nice, very warm and friendly kind of tone to it, and is great for jazz. I've played it on bluegrass and stuff like this. This one makes most of my money. Her and I, we go around and we play a lot of country. We play a lot of traditional blues on that one. So thanks a lot. Hope you got a little bit out of it. Again, Quilter's great. I'm enjoying it very much, and it's saved my back. My chiropractor isn't as happy as he used to be because I don't have to break my back with those old heavy amps that I used to run through. So thanks for listening. I'll play just a little bit more for you. Mm-hmm.